Stories remain in our hearts even when all else is gone. Our people have always told stories.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 animated movies that got representation right.
Sir, you don't meet a girl like that every dynasty.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best animated films that accurately portray diverse communities from around the world. Shorts won't be included since those deserve a list of their own. Plot points will be discussed, so consider this your spoiler alert. Which of these movies is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Tom Moore's Irish Folklore Trilogy. The history of Ireland has been filled with difficulties. Yet despite the many trials its people have faced, they've never lost their spirit.
I have seen beauty thrive in the most fragile of places. I have seen the book that turned in darkness into light.
Tom Moore's Irish Folklore Trilogy incorporates the area's mythology into all three movies through the use of beautiful hand-drawn animation. The Secret of Kells, Song of the Sea, and Wolfwalkers take place during various points in Irish lore. Moore's work has notably been praised for the way it portrays traditional Celtic design. Plus, the stories and characters are nothing short of captivating.
Caught again. Some hunter. That's 2 for me, none for you.
The first two films also fittingly received Irish dubs. Watching the trilogy will move you, and remind you that Irish mythology extends far beyond leprechauns and shamrocks.
The silky song is bright, to wake and all who follow. Man and on will lead, and to Tiernan will follow. Dula manna pinna gwe, dula manna gwela.
Number 9. The Princess and the Frog. It's a bit absurd to think of just how long it took Disney to create a black princess, but Tiana more than made up for the wait.
Now things for sure are going my way. Just doing what I do. Look out, boys, I'm coming through and I'm almost there.
Taking place in 1920s New Orleans, The Princess and the Frog set a new standard, portraying realistic struggles and embracing Tiana's identity through aspects like food and music. No matter what's thrown at her, the protagonist still keeps working hard and goes from being almost there to turning Tiana's place into a reality.
And when you hear that music playing, hear what I'm saying, make it feel alright.
The film also features Cajun elements through the character of Ray the Firefly, adding an extra dimension to the story. The Princess and the Frog proves that modern fairy tales set in the Crescent City are absolute magic.
Dreams do come true when you
Number 8. Mulan. Thanks to Captain Li Shang, we learn that to be a man, you must be swift as the coursing river with all the force of a great typhoon.
With all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
But that's far from being the only thing the film teaches us. Mulan was inspired by Hua Mulan, an old Chinese legend. The titular character herself is one of Disney's most powerful women, and the studio went to great lengths to study Chinese culture.
Take this, so your family will know what you have done for me. And this, so the world will know what you have done for China.
The artists were inspired by the country's paintings and art. While the film isn't the most accurate portrayal historically speaking, it introduced Western audiences to a story few had heard of. Mulan was also the first Asian heroine to be featured in a Disney film, which was long overdue.
The greatest gift and honor is having you for a daughter.
Number 7. My Neighbor Totoro. One of Japanese filmmaker Hayao Miyazaki's most famous films, My Neighbor Totoro is absolutely adorable. Set in post-war Japan, two girls, Satsuki and Mei, befriend a woodland creature named Totoro.
You put it over your head like that.
The film is full of Japanese traditions and themes, creating a uniquely special viewing experience. Miyazaki has made numerous other delightfully representative films, such as Ponyo. And My Neighbor Totoro isn't the only anime to delve into the world of war in Japan either. Grave of the Fireflies takes a harrowing look at what youth faced during World War II.
Rice balls. I made them for you. Here. Have one.
In contrast, this 1988 flick is far less dark thanks to its cuddly main character. And in case you were wondering, yes, we very much want a Totoro.
It worked!
Number 6. The Breadwinner. The Breadwinner is one of the most underrated animated films of the last century. Set in Afghanistan during the Taliban's rule, protagonist Parwana's father is arrested.
That's the man, an enemy of Islam. He's got forbidden books, and he's teaching their women with them.
Women have to be accompanied by a male family member when going out, which means that she and her family's survival is threatened. So Parwana disguises herself as a boy, befriends another girl in the same situation as her, and works to provide for her family.
I remembered my name. It's Atesh.
That's not really a name.
It means fire.
I know what it means, but it's still not a name.
Then it suits me fine.
Things are further complicated as war breaks out, but the story isn't one-dimensional or prejudicial. Numerous characters are voiced by actors of Afghan descent, and the Afghan Women's Organization was consulted to ensure the culture's intricacies were respected. The result is a moving story that many Afghans and viewers around the world loved.
Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that makes the flowers grow, not thunder.
Number 5. Moana. Even though she's been added to the Disney Princess lineup, Moana isn't your typical royal character. She's a chief who knows the way.
The line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes.
Moana certainly went far, becoming one of Disney's most popular films. Inspired by Polynesian mythology and set in the region, the movie incorporates the demigod Maui, ancient navigation skills, and important cultural values.
My people are going to need a master wayfinder.
They already have one.
Nearly all of the voice actors have Polynesian heritage, and the filmmakers visited Fiji, Tahiti, and Samoa. Extensive research went into getting every element right, from the music to the characters. Though certain aspects were more well-received by Polynesian audiences than others, many viewers were drawn to Moana as a whole, though we think Maui would believe he deserves all the credit for its success.
Well, anyway, let me say you're welcome for the wonderful world you know.
Number 4. Turning Red. Domichi first captured our hearts with the Pixar short, Bao. She then became the first woman to direct a Pixar feature solo.
Ready to change the world?
So ready.
I was born to do this.
Let's burn this place to the ground!
Turning Red is a hilarious look at growing up, complete with all of our favorite 2000s fads. But its heart is the relationship between Chinese-Canadian protagonist Mei and her mother, who face a turning point when the former's inner red panda literally comes out.
I'm changing, Mom. I'm finally figuring out who I am. But I'm scared it'll take me away from you.
It's honest and real, which makes sense considering she was inspired by her own experiences growing up in Toronto as part of an immigrant family. We see Mei discovering who she is and connecting with her heritage in the process. Chinese and Canadian cultures are skillfully embedded in the film, proving that they're not mutually exclusive and helping many feel seen.
We've all got a messy, loud, weird part of ourselves hidden away. And a lot of us never let it out. But I did. How about you?
Number 3. Encanto. We may not talk about Bruno, but we can't stop talking about Encanto. The 2021 film is, in a word, enchanting. Between the music, costumes, and even the design of the village, Encanto is a true celebration of Colombian culture.
The miracle is you, not some gift, just you. The miracle is you.
The writers drew from the country's folklore and magic realism, which is often used in Latin American literature. The film has been praised on many counts, such as the depiction, both physical and emotional, of Mirabel and the Madrigals.
If you're impressed, imagine how I feel, Mom. Welcome to the family, Madrigal.
The family members all carry their own distinct features and represent the diversity of Colombia beautifully. The minds behind Encanto never gave in to surface pressure, and after seeing the work, we can't wait to see what else Disney can do. Number 2, Persepolis. Based on the incredible graphic memoir by Marjane Satrapi, Persepolis is one of the most unique animated films ever made. It follows her upbringing in Iran during the revolution and her subsequent move to Europe, exploring her culture, nation, and struggles.
Here I was, living a sheltered, frivolous existence, while my family and friends were steeped in the nightmare of war. The more I tried to rid myself of the guilt with distractions, the worse I felt.
When adapting the source material for the screen, Satrapi insisted that they mix in the same black and white style throughout. Apparently, this was done in part to ensure that the story looks like it could occur anywhere, not just in Iran.
I have class in 5 minutes.
But you can't run like that, miss. When you run, your rear end jiggles. It's what you call immodest.
Well, then stop staring at my butt!
The choice certainly paid off, as the film's impact was substantial. The powerful result spotlighted an important and nuanced story about the country's history and citizens, with Satrapi dedicating her Cannes Jury Prize to all Iranians.
You are a free woman. Today's Iran is not for you, Marjane, and I forbid you to return.
All right, Mom.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Waltz with Bashir. Keep a box of tissues nearby for this animated docudrama on the 1982 Lebanon War.
עברנו את הגבול מראש הנקרה, הרגשנו כמו שאנחנו נכנסים לאיזשהו טיול, הצטלמנו לפני וסיפרנו בדיחות וסיפורים, והיה לנו קצת זמן ככה להשתעשע לפני היציאה.
Lilo and Stitch. This moving and fun love letter to Hawaiian culture and family will hit you right in the feels.
Until we meet again.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Meet Miles Morales, an Afro-Latino Spidey who's full of depth and nuance.
Look, I made a promise, so I have to keep it.
Who are you again?
This is Miles, and he's gonna save the multiverse.
Yeah, man.
Pachamama. This mystical adventure pays homage to the impressive Incan Empire.
Naira! This is just like in my dream! Look how beautiful Pachamama is from the sky.
The Triplets of Belleville. Join these singing sisters as they save a young Tour de France contestant. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Coco. Pixar proved they were capable of telling diverse stories in an authentic way when they took us to the land of the dead. Set around Dia de los Muertos, Coco focuses on Miguel, who wants nothing more than to be a musician.
You would have told me to follow my heart, to seize my moment. So, if it's all right with you, I'm gonna play in the plaza, just like you did.
After accidentally journeying to the land of the dead, he searches for his great-great-grandfather, as he needs his assistance to go home. In the process, he discovers more about his family's history than he thought possible.
My whole life, there's been something that made me different.
and I never knew where it came from. But now I know. It comes from you. I'm proud we're family.
The casting, close and thoughtful attention to Mexican music, culture, and the importance of family made Coco a success, particularly in Mexico. We can't get enough of the film, even though we sob uncontrollably every time we hear Remember Me.
Until you're in my arms again, remember me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.